Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails the second chapter. I think it's time for us to deliver our final report for the side quests that we've been busy with for the last few episodes. And, of course, evaluate all our findings of the quakes we have found so far. The one at the Wolf Fort, the one at Sanctum Gate, the one in Size, of course, when we arrived. I think, because we already theorized in-game that the quakes are getting longer and heavier, there's gonna be more. And I'm saying the next one is probably gonna be at Elmo. And I'm wondering, will I be right? So let's get in there, see what we can find out. And hopefully Russell and Tita will be here as well, because they were no longer in their laboratory. So the prepping that they did is probably finished by now. Yes, there they are. Tita, Professor, what are you doing here? Oh, Estelle, hi. Ah, perfect timing. We're done investigating the earthquakes, but what are those machines there? Good of you to ask, my dear. These are the little things I promised you earlier. We can get to that in a moment. First, you did, I assume, investigate the Sanctum Gate earthquake? I'd like to hear what you discovered, both there and at the Wolf Fort. Right, okay, so Estelle reported what they had learned at the fort, the gate, and in the city. So the earthquake grows stronger with each occurrence, This is quite serious, assuming the rate of growth you describe is constant. Yeah, one even stronger than Sanctum Gate, one hitting the city would be really bad. And the man in sunglasses seen at all three locations. I would say it's all but certain that man is an agent of Ouroboros. Given that, I think helping Professor Russell with his experiment is in our best interest. Ah, I see. Those devices the Professor brought us will let us fight back with the power of science, Nope. I think, seeing as those are three devices, they are probably to triangulate where the earthquake originated from. So we probably need to place them at three locations, wait till there's an earthquake, and then see what the origin point is. But totally off the cuff here, because we haven't heard anything related to that, right? Ah, precisely so. These are septium vein measuring instruments I developed years ago. When placed properly on the ground, they can monitor the flow of septium vein in real time. Septium? I know I always ask these questions, but what's a septium vein? Well, they're huge veins of septium ore that runs deep beneath the surface of the earth. The energy flow along them slowly moves to the surface. In the past they were referred to as both earth veins and spirit veins. Okay, so basically this world's ley lines, which we have heard on other games before. And I believe in the East they're called the dragon veins? Very knowledgeable, just so. The people of the East have built their greatest cities on places where dragon veins converge since time immemorial. Which people have done with ley lines. It is basically the same principle. The ideal has always been to gather the energy of the land and use it to give strength to the nation. Oh, okay then, I learned something. So these devices can stop earthquakes then? Oh no, I'm afraid not. These will only monitor the flow passively. However, one leading theory is that the earthquakes are caused in part by septium veins flow bending the earth. If you monitor the veins, therefore we may be able to discover something about what's causing these blasted quakes. Ah, I see. That means we need to make sure to set these up before another earthquake occurs. Given that you brought three devices, I take it you have three spots in mind, Professor? I do. Take a look at the map. Let me guess. Leiston, Zeiss, Elmo. Or maybe Wolf Fort. So, I need you kids to set these up in three locations in this region. Firstly, on the northern threat plains where the stone circle is, specifically. Next, smack dab in the middle of the Chaldea tunnel. From here it's near the first bridge. And finally, in front of Leiston Fortress. Here, and here. That's where I need you to place the devices. Okay, I've got all that down. So do we need to just set them on the ground? I'm afraid it's not that easy. You need to insert the sensor needle into the ground at the right angle and also tune the antenna. An antenna? A transmission device, you mean? So this device will transmit the information gathered to another location? Ah, you're sharp. The antenna will send the data to our calculation orbment, the Capel, so we can easily analyze the Septian Vein's movement. With the Capel, we can monitor all 3 locations at once. That sounds pretty cool, I guess. Will you be coming with us to help set this stuff up, Professor? No. I need to prepare the Capel for all this. Tita knows what to do, she can go with you. I get to work with Estelle again. Alright, Tita's worth her weight in Mira anyway. You don't mind, right, Shira? Not at all. Welcome aboard, Tita. Thanks, Miss Shira. Well then, I need to start tuning the Capel. Once you've placed all the measuring instruments, head to the operations room in the central factory. Will do. Work hard, Grandpa. So we need to get all these set up before the next earthquake. Let's get to it. Before that, coordinating a group this large would be a little difficult. We should leave someone here in reserve while the rest of us handle the mission. Your combat party may only be made up of 4 people. From here on out, when the time comes to form a party, you may choose members aside from any story-mandated members. So we finally learn how this is going. Oh, I love the characters and the animation, the way they look right here. Love it. Alright. Well, what I haven't told you guys yet, before we started this by going into the Brazier Guild, I did mix up a little bit of the orbments of Chloe and Olivier. Just to build up with what Septium we already had, because it wasn't a lot, but I could open 1 slot from Olivier and 1 for Chloe, and then mix up their chords that they had equipped. A little bit, like raise EP1 to EP2, Defense 1 to Defense 2, I put the Septian Vein in Chloe, and a little bit more of those things, just so they're more well-rounded and we have a little bit more abilities according to that. Group abilities as well. So both of them now are actually quite useful. For healing, we have Shara, and of course Chloe, she can now heal for over 6,000 for a single member. But she doesn't have group magic because she doesn't have any wind elemental at this time so far. So, do we want Olivier with the ranged combat, or do we want Chloe with the emergency healing capabilities? Both are extremely useful, but I think, according to also the comments, if I use Taunt a bit more, Morale, Heaven from Shira, we should be able to mitigate a lot of those things with the other party members. As you can hear, I'm getting very much inclined to use Olivier instead of Chloe. Mainly because he is so powerful with his magics. But in all honesty, Chloe doesn't do much worse than he is, so yeah. You know what? We're gonna go with Olivier.
Your aid, please!
Very well, I'll be on the 2nd floor. If you need me at any time, don't hesitate to ask. And now comes the 2nd question. Can we change that at will? Reserve party members will be on the 2nd floor of the local guild house. By speaking with them, you may swap them out with any party member who aren't mandatory. Oh, that's almost awesome. This should be okay then. Let's see. So we need to set up instruments in a tunnel on the North Plains and in the front of Leisten Fortress. Is there any order we should tackle this in? I shall leave that to your judgment. I will, however, contact Leisten ahead of you. If you explain our circumstances, I cannot imagine they will take issue with our gathering data in front of their gate. Good idea. And away we go then. Tita, sweetie, we're counting on you. I'll do my best. Alright, I like it. So, let's assume we're gonna get a lot more extra characters, because you saw the room that was down there. This does mean that the downside is that we need to definitively upgrade everyone's slot and septiums for quartz, of course. They will take a lot more resources, but it does also give us the ability to change up our party at will. So change it every couple of episodes just to mix it up, so to speak. So that's going to be a really interesting. I really like it actually, because it gives us also a lot more certainty. Like we could make a party of 4 that can kill anything and then slowly build up the rest to go to the same level. Because with the leveling system this game has, like you get more experience the lower you are in comparison to what you're fighting. Everybody can stick together level wise. It's just the builds on ornaments that is going to make the difference. Oh, this is going to be a lot of thinking. Definitely. Alright, so we got 3 to go in and we got 4 new ones. Which, of course, before we complete the delivery of all the sensors, we're gonna try and do. Sorry about that. It's what it is. Part search. Some ornament parts have gone missing in the central factory. Recruiting persons to help search. For details, visit Eric at the central factory first floor maintenance desk. Okay, so that's the guy at the orbital station, I think. Recently we have rumors of Peeping Toms around the open bath at Elmo Hot Springs. I'd like for someone to come to Elmo when they have the time. For details, inquire at the front desk at the Maple Leaf Inn. Okay, that's one we definitely need to do. Especially considering we have quite a decent female party. A new monster? A dangerous monster, Yaka, has been sighted at the trade plains. Bracers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. Monster specialized in blood-sucking attacks, has high recovery abilities. Alright. And Soldat Army Road monster. A dangerous monster, Bloody Saber, has been sighted on the Soldat Army Road. Bracers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. Will roar before dying, and that roar invigorates his allies. So it's more of those wolves. Alright, so this is the one we definitely need to do. And these ones are we gonna try to do, because we know what happened at Wolf Fort. As long as it's for the long quest, it should be fine. Okay, so then let's deliver the 3 we already cleared. Stolen sign, just the normal rewards, but I'm fine with that. It was a brilliant quest, to be honest. New model orbital gun tests. +1, +1000, so we did do better. But now the question remains, could we have gotten more? Because I thought like somewhere around 25 or 30 fights. Was there an option that if I did like 100 fights that it would get even more? Or did I get the best reward? Yeah. And of course the standard for any extermination. I don't think I've ever gained more than the standard for that, because there is no option to do better or worse. You just got to beat it. Alright, good work. It seems you successfully accomplished your goals. If you complete any mission, come report to me. Definitely will. Alright, since Tina is new in our party, we gotta go by the weapon shop. And see if we can buy anything to improve her abilities. The owner of this shop is a person named Sting. He's kind of a hard head, but he got a real eye for weapons. Anyway, technologically speaking, his critique is precise and detailed, but so sharp that it's kind of cruel. He's reduced a lot of engineers to tears. So, if it means better weapons, they just gotta survive it. Okay, so that's the weapon she's using, so we don't have to buy a new one. I'll check it, definitely. Fiber boots. I'm very inclined to get like the silver earrings plus the feint, because those are the 2 that I've seen so far. And since money-wise we're doing more than fine, so. Let's see what she has in ornaments. Very basic. I mean, extremely basic. I should have taken it in consideration that she would be able to join us. Because then I would have saved up some septium, because I have nothing to give her something extra. Eagle Eye is nice, but we already have one of those on Estelle. She has 3 lines. Yee. That's gonna be difficult. So does the coloring of the lines determine the affinity of that element that you might be able to use? Never really thought about that, to be honest. So does it mean she wants the wind element? For now, of course, I'm gonna see if I have enough septium to buy the level 2 of it. And like I said, this is just a basic one until we have more money to increase it. Let's give her some max HP, because still her HP is nothing but a bit short. What do we else? Do we want to go with range? Like I said, this is for now. This by no means definitive. It's just that this way she has some extra stats and some more different abilities that we can use to fight with. Because at first we want to open up the slot so she has at least well over 100 EP. And afterwards, which is definitely going to be now, we want to increase her level of course, so it gets to a higher level and gives some more versatility. Alright, let's quickly go to the Orphan Station. Oh, if that's the guy, then we're gonna open up that side quest, isn't it? Oh well, cannot be helped. We definitely need to change her stuff a little bit. I think that's okay. Let's buy the cheapers, of course. Damn, she has a lot of cheap ones. And it's actually not that bad for this point. We have a lot of air, it's good. And I think impede might be a little bit more useful. Damn, it's expensive. Can we get evade too at least? Yes. So I'm gonna give her evade now, and do we want to give her impede one first, or just grind that last little bit we need in order to get impede? I'm gonna wait until we get impede too. Like I said, this is probably not the end of the line. We're probably gonna mix it up more. HP 2, 100. That is totally drained. All right. Okay, so at least we have one area attack, so that's good. Yeah, I think for now this should be, I'm gonna say, sufficient. Alright, so the first thing I want to do, and there's a reason why I didn't activate that, because I want to focus on the short quest first. So that means we're gonna go to Elmo and we're gonna see if we can catch a Peeping Tom. And with the biggest Peeping Tom in our party, Olivier, I think we should be able to locate and solve this. So I don't think we've been to Elmo yet on this one, so let's walk there together and just avoid most of the monsters. As of course, if we can, because knowing me, as soon as I try to avoid the encounters, I usually get attacked by them. Alright, I don't think we've been in this area, so let's have a quick look around, just very randomly. If we can see some of the chests, which I'm pretty sure there's gonna be. Ooh. Yeah, one fishing attempt. I can't help myself, I need to try. Earthworm? And I do think that all the river and lake areas in the same region is probably gonna have the same type of fish. And again, another carp. So I think if we do a few times, on different locations, we should be able to get all the catch of the days. And even between the episodes, if I am grinding or walking through an area, I do try to fish every once in a while as well. Because it's nice, it's easy, and who knows, maybe we'll get something nice in the process. Even if it is just a bigger fish. Oh crap. Alright. Insulating tape. I knew you'd come back to me someday. Look, look! It's just Junior! Our chest Junior! Yeah, that chest has a little bit of identity issues. Alright, let's see. Okay, only straight to Elmo. Beautiful, very tranquil location. And I do think that when we are done with all the side quests, I'm gonna do a roundup of all the people, at least in Zeiss, just to talk and see where they're at. Maybe get some new information we haven't heard yet, because there's been then multiple earthquakes. So maybe we get something nice in the information department, and maybe a side quest extra. Because we always like those extra side quests. Well, at least I do. It gives me more BP and a faster track to the higher ranks. Which, so far, has given us the best quartz. Let's see. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Because of the problem with the springs, the store's been mostly empty. I've just been reading the Liberl news to pass the time. I read that the non-aggression pact signing will be at the Royal Villa. It's got nothing to do with commoners like us, but it's interesting enough to know. Definitely is. Eat this! Bullet barrage! Bang bang bang! Here we go! Sword technique 8-leaf blitz! Very into fighting. Ooh, what a grand feat of living! How amusing! Yeah, youngsters these days. Yeah, by pretending, they do start to learn the technique little by little, until they get some actual training. I heard from my wife Addie, who works at the inn, but apparently there are rumors of a Peeping Tom at the outdoor baths. I can't believe there be anyone in this village who'd do that. Mrs. Mao contacted the guild just in case, but I'm sure it's just our customers' imaginations. So, okay, we got our first suspect. He's trying to play it down, so maybe he knows something. And we know it couldn't be Olivier, because he's been with us the entire time. The door is locked. Yes, and the area I was talking about, where I think we might be ending up with, is right behind this gate. Because I haven't been there. I want to know what there is, so I'm pretty sure we'll get in there at some point. Logically speaking, of course. Alright. One more house here, and then we can go to the springs. My daughter has finally started working. Yes, it may be true that it's a simple part-time job at the inn, but it's better than having her lying around the house. True. Unless there's Peeping Tom, so... Lately, I've heard rumors that there's Peeping Tom at our baths. No one's got a clear look at the culprit, though. I hate having just rumors around with no proof. I hope some brace will solve it soon. Will do. Mountain Man Stew. What else do you have? 2 new recipes. Thank you. As always, just quickly use them before I forget that we bought it. I do feel that the recipes are a bit better than in Trails the first chapter, but it could be me. Because there's more additional cures and levels to healing, so... I even found a CP one. That is very interesting. Lately, my daughter Aricia has been helping out at the inn. She's cleaning the rooms right now, but in the future, I'd like her to help me out in the kitchen. It's really hard to put delicious food into words. The mouth can just appreciate it better than the eyes, you know? The more delicious a thing is, the harder it is to put it into words. What more, even needs to be set aside from delicious. Well, it is of course a very famous word for something that tastes right. I think everybody knows it. Ah, there it is. I remembered we could get here. No way. Fishing in the pond? No. Oh well. Yeah, you know how it goes. If we find a fishing spot, we're gonna try it. Here we surmise that comment is if we're not using the right bait or rod. Okay. Earthworm does seem the right bait at least. Yeah, it's a very shallow place, so it is really hard. Because you can't even see the fish. Come on, we only have 14. Just one. I just want to see what's in here. Another carp. Those things are everywhere. Alright. I will probably try it a couple of more times between the episodes, if we get the chance. If you'd like to use the service, please use the front desk to know. Alright, so we cannot just randomly go in there to investigate. We need to do it officially. Alright, let's go upstairs to talk to Risha, and then we can start our investigation. I didn't have anything better to do, so I got a part-time job here cleaning, but all our customers are so old that it's hard to get excited about work. What? Over there. Could it be... Ah, hey, it's been a while. Have you been a good girl? Ah, I knew it, it's Lord Olivier. I'm so happy. You came again? Lord Olivier? Lord Olivier, come by and sing again. You're at your most magnificent playing your lute after all. Alright. I think we can definitely confirm that we picked the right party right now. Yeah, I knew bringing a Peeping Tom like Olivier with us. Perfect choice. Ah, oh Lord Olivier, you're so cool. I wish he would kidnap me away to the Imperial capital. Yeah, I think this is not about Olivier, it's just about her lack of options. At least I hope so. Or else it's a very poor taste. Oh, welcome. I see little Tita is with you. Hi, Mrs. Mao. Oh, long time no see, Mrs. Mao. Why, hello, Estelle. It has been a while. You're looking more and more grown up every time I see you. You think so? Madame, thank you for your care the other day. Oh, I thought I'd recognize you. If it isn't Olivier, what brings you back so soon? I have my reasons. For now, I have been accompanying Estelle as a supporter. Do you two know each other? We do. He stayed here not that long ago. He's the first customer we've seen that had played a flute in the baths. Guess you do the same thing everywhere. But of course, it's a sacred duty of all those dedicated to the arts. Time and location mean nothing to one who serves the goddess of beauty. Yeah, but playing your flute in the buff? And now that image is in my head. You... Ah, come on, Estelle. Well, always good to see you again. How about staying for a little while? We'd love to, but don't you have a job for us? A job? Oh, that thing I contacted the guild about, huh? That's the one. Something about a Peeping Tom creeping about. Ah, yes, that's right. If you've got a minute, I'd like you to investigate immediately. Do you guys have time right now? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, no problem. Would you mind if we got right to the explanation? Apparently someone's been peeping on my guests. It's a recent thing, but I've heard tell from a number of my female guests in particular. I won't stand for it, so I contacted the guild. Peeping Toms. Totally gross. When I find him, I'm gonna rearrange his face with my staff. Have you been able to get any specific details from your guests? It would be helpful if they've seen the criminal. No, nothing that clear. They've been reporting things like the feeling that someone's watching them, or strange sounds. Might it only be a misunderstanding of some sort? I thought so too at first, but like I said, before I keep getting those same reports again and again. At this point, I can't just toss it aside saying it's a coincidence. That is certainly true, but it's kind of a problem. It's not even clear that this is a case really. There's no way we can investigate proper without any specifics. Well, if this isn't clear, then we just have to put it to the test. It'd be hard to make an arrest unless we were to catch the perpetrator red-handed, so why not? Test? Yes. Get in there, straight to the nude, and go into the springs and see if you are being watched. For science. Put what to the test exactly? Isn't it obvious? We'll take a bath ourselves. You want us to bait to lure out the criminal? Well, it's better than just waiting for the Peeping Tom to appear. You alone would be, you know, but with me and Tita around, no man could possibly resist taking a peek. Did you just make a sideburn to Estelle? Damn, Shira. You can wink at us, but I noticed. Yeah, well, excuse me for not being sexy enough. Do not be disheartened, fair Estelle. What you lack in seductiveness, you more than make up for raw nobility. Aw, give me a break. Even Tita's laughing at me. No, I wasn't laughing at you. I was just kinda happy. It's been a while since the two of us took a bath together. Sounds sweet enough, sure. But you do know that this is totally exploitative bait plan, right? I think Tita's on the right track. Forgetting we're working a case would make it a bit more natural, no? Let's just think of it as a short vacation to let our hair down. Alright, you wouldn't mind lending us your bath, would you, ma'am? Ah, yeah, use it as you like. I'll reserve it entirely for you for a bit, so you go warm yourself up. Thanks, Mrs. Mao. Phew, I guess we're really doing this. Is everyone ready? Wait, who the heck put you in charge? In charge? Oh, you flatter me, but I'm merely eager to be back in the spring's fevered embrace. My last visit is still quite fresh in my mind, so it's only natural that I, expert as I am, should guide you. That's what your mouse says, but you totally intended to casually follow us in the changing room, huh? Whatever could you mean? Yeah. If you think you can keep pulling the same old tricks, you've got another thing coming, mister. Girls, you go on ahead. I have a little escort job to the men's changing room to take care of first. Thank you. Sorry, Olivier, but we'll be going ahead. See you at the outdoor bath. Well, fine. I'll return this favor at the bath when... If you do return a favor, my staff is going somewhere sensitive. And I will hand you over to the guild as the Peeping Tom. Yes, ma'am, understood. Why do I get the feeling that she was going to suggest sticking the stick where the sun don't shine? Yeah, and prop him right up there. Well, at least they're letting him into the communal bath. That's a thing. It's so relaxing. Yep, outdoor baths are the best. It truly is paradise. If I just had a drink, it will be perfect. Hey, Shira, it doesn't matter much, but aren't you gonna let your hair down? I think not. This way I can don my clothes and jump out quickly, no? If I let it down, it'll take time to tie it back up. Ah, good point. Who knows when the criminal might show up after all. Still, it's a pity. I am sure Shira Washer Hair would be most charming. You'll have to get that another time. I see. Well then, perhaps on our next chance I shall invite you to a top-class spa in my homeland. What is it, Estelle? Huh? Nothing. It's just a little suspicious, you know? Suspicious? Do you mean me and Olivier? Yeah. You idiot. There's nothing. He's a drinking partner, that's all. I am afraid I shall have to humbly refrain from accepting that title. Really? Yep, because last time with Shira and Aina, yeah, they really ripped him a new one, alcoholic-wise. Sometimes the way you two talk feels like you're sharing a secret. It really feels like you understand each other, so yeah, I'm curious. Badum, badum, badum. Ah, I see. So that's why this came up all of a sudden. Unfortunately, that's a work thing. There are circumstances. Circumstances? Yes, but I explain it another time. This isn't the time to get sidetracked on other things. We're here to investigate, so we need to focus on the task at hand and be a bit more aware of our surroundings. Ah, you're dodging the subject. However, it seems coincidence is a fearsome thing. We really must be on our guard. Right now, in fact. Whoa! Is it the Peeping Tom here? Oh, you see the bruise to the north, right, Estelle? Check it, but move carefully so you're not noticed. Got it. It's a purple sheep! It does look like something's there. Perhaps it's our Peeping Tom. Now then, what shall we do? If you wanted to try and apprehend him, we cannot lay a finger on him from here. Yeah, someone needs to get out first and go around. Estelle and I will go around behind him. Olivier, Tita, draw the enemy's attention. Okay. Heh, understood. Well then, let's. Wait, what? What is it? Look, they're gonna run. Hey, wait. oh damn. This is not just one, it's the entire family. Damn, never knew sheep was so perverted. How didn't we know, actually? They're sheep. Estelle, after them. Got it. Finally showing yourself, huh? Let's get to the punishing, shall we? Alright. Looks like they're going straight into magical territory, so let's go right to it. Oh wait. Oh no, there's no magic they're preparing. They're toasty from being at the spring. That's probably it, isn't it? Alright, they're all close together. Let's see. Has a creepy smile. Pink sheep. Dirty smiles, but oh, they are all perverted sheep, isn't it? The black sheep seems more evil than usual. And 10,000. Ooh, they are really strong. Didn't expect that. Let's see. So fire does seem to be the better one, which we don't have at the moment. Heaven's Kiss. To increase the AT.
This ought to perk you up.
Oh, it definitely does. Sure. Alright, Fire Arrow is just single. Oh We could use the aerial to hit a little bit bigger group. Ooh. Maybe I need to focus on the physical, because they don't seem to be very much, the same, hittable. What the hell just happened? Did they just combine themselves like a Power Rangers villain? The Big Sheep. The ultimate fusion sheep elevated beyond the color of wool. Sheep level 600%. But her HP is lower. Proxy puppet. Alright. Slightly confused. But let's just go at it. What can you do? Doesn't look like any magic is particularly better than anything else. I just want to see this one. Gets a nice damage. Yeah, I'm gonna take the times 10. Well, the 10 increase. Alright. Pommel it out of existence. Nice. That's a lot of damage. Let's see what she has at the moment. Cannon Impulse, Vital Cannon, Recovery Set, which is very nice, and Smoke Cannon. Yeah, remember those. Alright, what do we have in stock for what she can use? Let's see what you can do with Dark Matter. I am very curious to see what kind of damage Estelle can do with her physical attack. See, it's almost just as much as her magic. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I'm just taking over because of the critical. I wanted to get the most use out of it. Alright.
Oh, are we done already?
Yeah, I do think I used the buffs pretty nicely in this combat. I'm learning. And we got the proxy puppet. Ah, that's it then. Yes, I believe this settles things. Oh, I never thought they'd combine into one super creepy sheep. Given what we did to them, I doubt they'll return, but just to be sure. Next time, my fluffy friends, I'll play with you even harder. Understood? Now go. My. So the Peeping Tom turned out to be monsters. We can't be absolutely sure, but it's very likely. We taught them a lesson, so I don't think they'll be back. One or two of those guys, I understand. But don't you think it's a little weird that so many were coming? It's very odd indeed. This is the first time we've had such a thing. Something must have happened. Maybe it has something to do with the earthquakes. Earthquakes? Well, I mean, sometimes monsters go a bit wild because of earthquakes. Maybe their habitat got messed up after a bad quake or something like that. It is certainly believable. Believable as it is, there's not much we can do about a natural disaster. If they show up again, I'll just have to give the guild a ring. Yeah, go for it. I'm almost up for a chance to relax in your bath again. Well, if we're going to come for a bath, I prefer to do it on our downtime. You guys are welcome in the bath anytime. On the job or no. I owe you for today. If anything comes up, you'll be the first to call. Yeah, later. Bye-bye, Mrs. Mao. Beautifully done. Alright, so Peeping Tom case has been solved. So I think I'm gonna leave that for today. We are gonna rest up in between, and I think the next time I want to go for the extermination that is somewhere on the threat planes as well. If I read it right, I will have to check it in between. So, like I said, we're gonna just going down the list. We have 2 monsters we can exterminate. We have 1 more extra side quest at the Zeiss Central Factory. So that's going to be on the next episode. So until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And in the meantime, while doing a side quest, replace those devices. Everything should be fine. And for you all, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be here next time. And I will see you then. Bye bye.